my wonderful grandchildren. I hope you're having a very successful day, which will lead to a very successful week, month, year, and the rest of your life. What do I want for you? I want you to have enough money to pay your bills, spoil those you love, and invest. An ability to put money away today so that you have it tomorrow. What's the easiest thing to do? I mean, if you invest in the stock market, then you're investing in and hoping for somebody else to do something. If you own your own business and you invest in that, you're investing in yourself. If you invest in real estate, you're investing in yourself. So those are the kinds of things that you want to do. You want to have control. Why? Because the most important asset that you have, and nobody can take it away from you, is your ability to be self-disciplined. So in other words, forget about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. Today. Be disciplined today. Get up today. Make your bed and stay focused. What's your focus? Every day you go into work. You're not a bump on a log. You're in work. You're thinking, how can I get promoted? How can I get a raise? What can I learn today that I can apply to this job or to another job? In other words, if you're working for a landscaping company and you're getting really good, well, you can go to another landscaping company and maybe try to be the foreman of that company. And then when you're the foreman of that company, you're learning and you're thinking, the hell am I working for these people for? I could be making the big money by working for myself. So how would you do that if you were a landscaper? Well, what do you need? Well, you basically need a lawnmower and some clippers and the cojones to knock on doors and say, may I mow your lawn? Now, what does a successful person? They do a good job. They say thank you to the owner. They ask for referrals and they say, can I come back again? Because I don't want to just mow this lawn once. Once I have a satisfied customer, I want that satisfied customer to be mine for years and years and years, sometimes decades. How do the very successful landscapers who have the trucks and the cars and the boats and the houses on the water, and I mean, I know some landscapers who, multimillionaires. How did they do that? They didn't do that by getting master's degrees in business. They did that by being smart and observant and starting a landscaping business and then maybe acquiring other landscaping businesses and then knowing how to hire people and manage people and how to bill and how to charge and how to add extra service. That's it. So that's what you're doing, You're thinking. If you're a cop and, and you're going into work every day, you're thinking, okay, how can I take the sergeant's exam? How can I be a lieutenant? I mean, if I'm in one town and, it doesn't seem like, there's a ceiling, I can only get so... Where are there cops? There are cops in every town, every city. You could be a state trooper. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can go into private security. There's a lot that you can do with a police background. You don't have to be the driving around, the big pot. I mean, some of these cops you see in the details on the side of the road, you're saying, how the hell can these towns allow this to go on? I guess that's really just a personal peeve of mine. I mean, I don't like to see cops with these big pots. And I go, why can't they be in some kind of shape? What kind of an example are they to the young people in their community? Okay, that's just me. But I'm talking about a policeman advancing in his career or a policewoman advancing in her career to become a detective or move forward, And then what do? I mean, you work for 20 years, you get a pension, and then you can start buying real estate, flipping condos, the kind of things that I recommend. Where is all that information? Start your own business. Where's that all? It's all on success.org. Master Small Business, 1, 2, 3. Master Success, Master Real Estate, the Success app. The all of this information is there to stimulate your thinking, your planning, and then what is your greatest asset? Your greatest asset is your self-discipline. That is, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this today. Big deal. But the big deal is you do it tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and you're thinking, am I going to take a day off? I don't know, probably not. I mean, if you're on a diet, you can think, well, I'm going to have an off day. You can eat 10,000 calories and blow the whole week. No, you have to stay self-disciplined until you reach your objective and your maintenance and all of that kind of stuff. But, it's the self-discipline that you have to stay with your plan. You have to have a plan. If your plan is, I want to get rich, and you're sitting in major British writers, I always make fun of that, and you're saying, I'm getting nowhere fast with this. If I want to make money, I should be saving for that first condo. I should be willing to work 50 or 60 hours a week so I can save for that down payment and buy that and move in 2 years, rent that out, get it, This is not rocket science. Anybody can do this and anybody can become successful. And by successful, I mean financially independent. And by financially independent, I mean wealthy. And by wealthy, I mean having everything in your life that you want for yourself and your family and spoil people and, And beyond that, you're creating a legacy, a dynasty of wealth, because you're teaching this to your children and you're leaving this for your children and your grandchildren. And you're saying, my one life was significant. And you can do this no matter who you are, no matter where you are, whatever color, religion, sexual, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in Moscow or Manila or Minneapolis, Mexico City. You can do this if you have the success mindset. Tough, thoughtful, spiritual person of action. That's what you want to be, and that's what I'm training you to be so that you can use your power, and your power is your self-discipline. And your self-discipline is, I have a goal, and every day I'm going to move a little bit further toward that goal. And when you do this, step by step by step by step, mistake, learn from the mistake, get up, step by step by step, mistake, get up, learn from that. That's how you're going to become successful. I mean, if you read biographies of successful people, most successful people are honest, and they tell you the mistakes that they made and how they learned from it, and then they get up and they move on. This is not difficult to understand. It's difficult to execute unless you have the power. And what is the power that everyone has? And that is self-discipline. I can discipline myself. No one has to tell me what to do. I have a plan. I know where I'm going. I know what to do. And I'm going to get up off my lazy ass and I'm going to do it. Because I am going to do it. And your Papa Bill will be so happy for you.